Crusaders. Tonight, very special, senior night. In honor of the 5 seniors on this year's Jesuit varsity basketball team. More on that in a moment. The OSAA requests that you model good sportsmanship by refraining from derogatory cheers, chants, behavior towards students, coaches, officials, or other spectators. Any verbal, written, or physical conduct relating to race, gender, age, color, national origin, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion will not be tolerated. Such conduct may subject the violator to be removed from this event and result in penalties assessed against your school. The OSAA and the Jesuit community are committed to a positive, welcoming environment that promotes fair play and respect for all, and expect the same from everyone in attendance. One other reminder, Jesuit High School is a non-tobacco, non-vaping facility. Use of these products of any kind is prohibited. We ask at this time the parents and family members of this year's Jesuit Crusaders senior basketball players who'd like you to please make your way to the corner of the gym nearest the end of the Jesuit bench. Again, the senior parents, if you could just convene down by the far end of the Jesuit bench, we would sure appreciate that. Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jesuit High School. Tonight is a very special evening for the Jesuit men's basketball program. Tonight is senior night, an opportunity for the Jesuit community, the administration, faculty, coaches, players, families, and students to honor the 5 seniors on this year's Crusader basketball team. They are 2020-21. The season was abbreviated due to the COVID-19 pandemic, with no Metro League champion crowned, and the state tournament was canceled. In 2021-22, the team went 17-9 overall, 10-2 in league play, and were champions of the Metro League. As juniors, the team went 16-10 overall and 9-3 in league play, and earned a share of the Metro League title. So far this season, the Crusaders are 16-7, 8-3 in league play, with tonight's game the last of the regular season. Jesuit will host a first-round OSAA state playoff game this Tuesday night at the Knight Center. As a result of their hard work and commitment, the Jesuit varsity basketball program over the past 4 years has compiled to date an overall record of 58 wins and 31 losses. An evening like this would not be complete without recognizing the players' parents and family members for their encouragement and support through it all. At this time, we'd like to introduce each one of our seniors alphabetically, who will be escorted to midcourt. Alphabetically, we start with senior Tyler Kirby, his parents Shelley and Ted, and his brother Sam. Our next senior, Sam Paul, escorted by his mom Carla, his dad Tom, and brother Lucas. next senior, Nico Rafalovich. With his parents, Nell and Adam, brother Gavin, Grandma Francine, Granddad David, and his great aunt Pamela. Our next senior, Hudson Rommel. Escorted by his mom, Eliana, Dad Scott, and brother Carson. Next senior, Andrew Washbach, with his parents, Amy and Chris, and brother Ryan. Once again, a round of applause and a big thank you to our 5 seniors and their families. Teams have 5 minutes with which to warm up, get ready for the ball game.
It's a special senior night this evening in Night Gym as the Jesuit Crusaders are about to take on the Beaverton Beavers. Alongside Jack Harrington, my name is Kenny Dice. Happy to be with all of you this evening. Jack, the senior class, one of the most talented in the Metro League.
Totally agree, Kenny. A talented class. It's led by Nico Rafalovich, Hudson Rommel, Tyler Kirby. You got Sam Paul, who's hurt tonight, Andrew Washtalk. But I really think there's a lot of great leadership ability in the senior class towards, kind of a young, inexperienced Jesuit roster. Lots of talent, as we know. But I think that the senior class has done a really good job of, kind of taking charge of this Jesuit roster and leading them to a good year. It's always sad to see the seniors go, but I believe that they've had a great Jesuit careers. Hopefully we can get the win here tonight and give it a shot at a state title run.
Yeah, Jack, definitely a really talented class. Going to miss them a lot next year, but what do you say is at stake tonight for this game against the Beavers?
Yeah, Kenny, a huge game in the Metro League. This is the final, so winner takes all. The number 7 and the number 8 seed, Jesuit being number 7 in the OSAA, I should say. But yeah, Beaverton is a really good test for Jesuit. Earlier this year, Jesuit lost 50-59. Kind of a revenge game here for the Crusaders as we see the starters coming out. You can have typical 5 and Bongin, Rafalovich, Kilfoyle, Rommel, and Kirby.
Yeah, a lot of great versatility there in that squad. Hudson Rommel, one of the stars this year, didn't really know he was playing basketball until a couple weeks before tryouts. Mainly a baseball guy, but decided to come out for that center position this year, and man, has that been a good decision.
Number 4, Chance Winter at the tip tonight, 6'11".
Definitely a lot taller than all the other players on the Jesuit roster. It's going to be a challenge tonight for the Crusaders.
Yeah, I think on the tip, Bongin should kind of get back on defense.
We'll see if he even takes a jump here or just lets him grab it here. And Bongin wins the tip here on winner.
Wow.
Kirby's going to start possession off here for the Crusaders. Looking for some motion here from Rommel, pick and pop, kicks it over to Rafalovich. Rafalovich takes a chance on winner, kicks it out, rough pass, but corralled by Kirby. Jesuit taking their time around the arc here, 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Rafalovich, deep 3, Bongin, just off, rebound Beavers. And here goes Aiden Rice down the court. Rice out to Elmgren, guarded tight by Rafalovich. Abalo now back to Rice.
Good job here from the Crusaders, switching screens, staying on their man.
Elmgren now, Rice in the corner, corner 3, gets it! Beaverton up 3.
Yeah, Rice, a spot-up shooter. Kirby did a good job to fight through the screen there, but that's a good little action Beaverton ran on the weak side.
Kirby now kicks it to Kilfoyle, takes a driving layup, and that's good.
That's where you want Pat Kilfoyle to be, explosive, downhill, get into the rack. And when he does that, he kind of opens up the three-point line for him as the Beaverton Beavers turn the ball over.
Kilfoyle really a Swiss Army knife on the court here. Has every skill, really. Shoot from the 3, bring it in for a layup, and he's a great passer as well, really just a true threat in Oregon. And here goes Bongin. Kicks it to Kirby, top of the key, over to Rafalovich. Rommel now at the top, kicks it over to Kirby. Rafalovich taking a drive on winner, tough layup, and just off, rebound Beaverton.
Man, and you just see the length there from winner. I mean, that's kind of Rafalovich's spot. They want to get him at the top of the key going one-on-one, and he scores a lot of points there this season. Good move to get around them, but winner just too big.
Beaverton keeping outside the three-point line here, trying to set something up. Elmgren gets aggressive, kicks it to Rice. Rice takes a drive on Rafalovich. Nice little crisscross there and gets the two-pointer.
Yeah, good move from Rice.
A lot of patience there from Aiden Rice, making sure to get the best shot possible.
Rommel coming off of an up screen.
Kilfoyle top of the arc, kicks it over to Kirby. Rama looking for a three, doesn't have it, over to Bongan. Bongan with the three now, misses.
It's not a bad shot. A lot of room there, kind of gapping Bongan. That's not what you want to do. He's a great three-point shooter.
2 misses early here for Bongan. Let's see if he can find his stroke.
This is a good job from Jesuit, doubling Aiden Rice off the screen.
Winner's gonna take a drive, misses, great D by Rafalovic, and here comes the Crusaders. Kilfoyle pushing the pace. Kicks over to Kirby. Driving layup, and that's in. Tyler Kirby, difficult layup.
Yeah, great attack there from Kirby. I think throughout the season, Tyler's gotten much, much better. You know, knows kind of where his shots are going to fall these days. Rather than, we all know he's a great playmaker, a great offense setter, but now he's a scoring threat as well.
And blocked by Winner on the Kilfoyle layup, and Beaverton's now going to push their transition. Aiden Rice, Kirby on him tight, kicks over to Elmgren. Elmgren tries to take a drive, kicks it to Campbell in the corner. Corner three, he's got it. Beaverton up 8-4, 4 minutes left in this first quarter.
Coach Potter will tell Patrick there, stay home in the corner. The Beaverton team, a great shooting team, and solid one-on-one defense there. He didn't need help. Rommel Rafalovic, two-man game here on the right wing.
Rafalovic looking for the tough layup out to Bongan, a three-pointer for him. Bingo! Isaac Bongan buries his first of the game. Beaverton's lead cut to just 1.
Great job there from Rafalovic, getting inside, drawing two, and kicking it to the open man.
Abalo now slowing things down for the Beavers.
They got to run. They're watching this double drag on the right wing, and they do a good job, and then they trap him at the good spot you want to trap him, next to the half-court line.
Aiden Rice, difficult layup, doesn't get it.
Could have easily been a foul there.
Rebound Tyler Kirby, here goes Kilfoyle. Pull up three, misses, but rebound Bongan. Kicks it over to Rafalovic, Elmgren on his hip.
Trying to get into their set here, but Rafalovic is going to take a smaller defender one-on-one. Kicks it to Kirby for the three.
Corner three, he's got it. Tyler Kirby gives Jesuit the lead. Jesuit now up 2.
Kirby with a quick 5 points here to start the game.
He's wasting no time. Elmgren now slowing things down for the Beavers. Kicked it to Abalo in the corner, just throws one up to Winner. That's a turnover, and Jesuit pushing their transition. Kirby with the hot hand, looks at Rommel, top of the key, in and out, rebound Winner. Timeout Beaverton. Jack, a lot of action there in those first couple minutes. Jesuit leads 10-8 heading into this Beaverton timeout. What do you think's looking good for the Crusaders?
Well, I really like the way they're pushing in transition. I think that's going to be this whole season, they've done a good job pushing the ball, catching the defense off guard, and getting by the defense on fast breaks. I feel like defensively they're doing a good job staying home for the most part. As we know, Beaverton's a really good shooting team.
Yeah, I think they're doing a really good job containing Chance Winner. Obviously that 6'11" frame isn't going to be easy for a smaller Jesuit squad, but coming out on these double teams on the offside of the hash here and really just pressuring the ball early, making it tough to make that pass to him, Jesuit succeeding.
Yeah, I think the best thing you can do, it's not necessarily always a double team, but it's just have guys looking at him. If you got one guy on him, you kind of know when the ball's heading his way and just drifting towards him so that when he's on the catch, you can have a quick double. And that's one interesting thing we've seen here from the Crusaders. Off of most screens at the top of the key, they've done quick traps to get the ball out of Aiden Rice's hands. And here's Winner in the post. Trainer Cleland, varsity quarterback, doing a good job staying home.
One of the more physical guys on the team. I think they checked him in to try and battle Goliath here. Here comes the pick for Abalo. He's going to take a tough mid-range shot, and that's off. Rebound Jesuit. A little bit scrappy on the baseline, but Joe Stimson comes out of it with a foul called. Jesuit's going to get an inbound pass.
Coach Potter, very enthusiastic on that possession from Trainer. A great job there, really.
Yeah, Trainer Cleland called up halfway through the year, played on JV for that first half, and he's really excelled as one of those physical centers, really just challenging that tough, tall matchup on the other team and really succeeding throughout the year.
Forces them to take Winner out of the game, give him a breather. There's Stimson at the top of the key off the Cleveland pick.
Joe Stimson finds Barone over to Rafalovic. Rafalovic uses a pick from Cleveland, pull up midi, in and out, rebound Elmgren. Elmgren going to push the tempo now. Crossover, but Rafalovic in his grill, he gets the steal. And Barone pushes transition, Kilfoyle, double clutch layup, and he's got it. Jesuit expands their lead to 6. Excuse me, 4. Aiden Rice, tough dribble, pull up, and one called. Aiden Rice, the hoop and the harm. He's gonna have a chance for one more.
That's just a classic move there from Aiden Rice on teaching the sophomore Joe Stimson a little bit. Stimson, a solid defender, a strong defender, but you can't give up the left lane like that with no help. In the future, Stimson can try and force him to the strong side of the defense. Keep him in the middle of the floor rather than going baseline. It's obviously clear that Aiden Rice wants to get to the basket.
Rafalovic now top of the three-pointer. Joe Stimson kicks it over to Kilfoyle. Kilfoyle's been quiet tonight. Gonna take a drive on Winner.
It's a good
Calls
call.
a blocking foul there.
It's a good call there from the ref. Blocker charge, but the defender didn't have his feet set.
Definitely a running block there. I think that is the right call, as you said.
And one thing I've noticed, Kenny, in the earlier parts of the season, it seemed like Kilfoyle was on the ball a lot. But so far, it's been Stimson and Kirby controlling most of the ball, and they're trying to find Patrick off ball, like here. Misses a 3.
But there's Cleland again, getting feisty in the middle. Kilfoyle, second chance, corner 3. He's got it.
He's not going to miss 2 of those, Kenny.
Here comes Beaverton. Campbell, spin move, tough layup, gets the foul called. 2 shots coming for Max Campbell.
Yeah, and kind of these momentum swinging plays, Jesuit's got to do a better job of getting back on defense, getting set. Because even if he's in front of him, if his balance is going backwards, he's still allowing kind of a free lane to the basket. In this case, Campbell getting to the line. Makes the first.
And here comes Will Shields, senior for Beaverton, checking in for Abalo. Now a little bit of a smaller roster now for Beaverton with Chance Winner out, running more of a 3-point type of offense, running through Aiden Rice. As Max Campbell buries both.
They're showing a press here. Got to get it across, and they do. Now they got numbers.
Now here goes Barone, corner 3, just off. Rafalovic fights for the rebound, and here goes Barone, floater. Misses that one, rebound Beaverton.
And that was one of the first possessions I've seen all year from this Jesuit team where it actually looked like they were the bigger squad. Rafalovic, the tallest man on the court, kind of an easy rebound there. It's been the theme the whole year, just trying to scrap out rebounds. And if they can kind of be even on the rebounding count, they've got a good chance of winning the game.
Beaverton's going to hold for the last shot here. 10 seconds left in this first quarter. Ball is in Elmgren's hands. Sizes up Rafalovic. Tough jumper. Gets the foul called in the air. 2 shots coming for Beaverton. Yeah, and Jack, as you said, a great possession there for Jesuit, even with the missed shot. But I think that all starts from the backcourt defense from Beaverton, and Jesuit being able to break that and almost turning it into a fast break, having some numbers down the court and finding the best shot possible.
Elmgren makes the first. Jesuit still up 1 with 3 seconds left in the quarter. If they can, assuming a make here, it looks like Kilfoyle's going to try and snag the ball early in momentum and get a, potentially a decent shot off at the quarter end.
Yeah, we could see a nice half-court shot here from Kilfoyle. We know he's done it before. We saw it in the Westview game. He's got the range. We'll see if he just gets the time in a room. Beaverton still showing their half-court press. Kilfoyle is going to chuck one up here for the first quarter, just off. Jesuit and Beaverton enter the second quarter tied up 15-15. We'll be right back. And now we're going to kick it over to our sideline reporter, Brady Bain. Brady, what do you got?
Sam, how do you think the game is going tonight?
Pretty good. Love our Jesuit squad, playing a lot of team basketball, a lot of great players out there. Beaverton, just kind of a skill issue, can't really stay in there. but it's all right.
And Carter, how was the crowd playing an effect tonight's game?
I mean, we're so loud tonight, front to back row in the bleachers, and we're just here to cheer loud.
Love it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Brady, as we come back.
Chance winner back in the game for Beaverton. Looks like both starters are back in the crew here. 15-15, tie game entering this second quarter. Beaverton's going to get the inbound. Max Elmgren going to bring the ball up for the Beavers. Winner now playing at the top of the arc. Kicks it over to Campbell. Elmgren's going to take a turn on Rafalovic. Doesn't have it.
They're trying to get it to Winner, but Rommel's doing a great job.
Gets it to him now. Winner's going to take a chance. Tough layup, but he gets it.
Nice move there from Winner. Getting to the left side on Rommel's back hip for the easy lay-in. Well, really not an easy lay-in, tough lay-in.
Bongan back in, guarded by Abalo. Kilfoyle now with the ball in his hands. Aiden Rice on him. Kicks it over to Rommel, top of the key. Rafalovic's going to take a drive, finds Curvy in the middle, but swatted. Swatted twice by Beaverton, but a foul called. 2 shots coming now for Jesuit.
Good perseverance there from the Crusaders. A good look from Rafalovic as he saw the help defense coming over and had Curvy on the right block. Good cut there as well, but gets swatted. Rafalovic sticks with it, ends up drawing the foul.
Rafalovic's been a great free throw shooter all year.
So far, Jesuit's been relying heavily on kind of their stack-like actions at this middle of the key. They like to run Rafalovic down, and then he ends up in the post. Rommel pops out for a potential catch-and-shoot 3, and if that doesn't work out, then you got Curvy leading the possession at the top.
Just weapons all around the court here. As Rafalovic buries both, we're back to a tie game, 17-17. As the Beavers have possession. Gets it to Winner inside here. Looks like they're going to want to try and run the offense around him. Abalo, tough layup. Another foul called. Abalo's going to now have 2 shots from the line.
Yeah, that's a tough situation for Abalo. I think if Jesuit doesn't foul there, that's a very hard lay-in, driving into traffic. 3 white jerseys there to meet him.
And Abalo, just a freshman this year on a mostly junior-senior squad for Beaverton. He's been having a great year. Just as a young gun, he's going to have a great future for the Beavers.
Misses a first. Rafalovic grabs the rebound, kicks it over to Curvy.
Curvy's been bringing the ball up a lot tonight, kind of taking over that point guard role as Kilfoyle sits in the corner. Rafalovic thought about a 3, still thinking about it, decides to take a drive. Tough layup. Rafalovic gets the layup over the 6'11" Winner.
That's just a great shot-making ability from Rafalovic there. I mean, that's a legit 6'10" guy and good defensive skills.
Max Campbell going to shoot a 3 now. That's off. Rebound Kilfoyle. He's going to push transition. Kilfoyle, a little hop step into a layup. In and out. But a rebound Rafalovic. Finds Bongan deep 3. Misses that one. 2 rebounds now for Rafalovic, and he's going to, 3 rebounds. Rafalovic playing a hot potato with the backboard there, but he's able to bury it for a 2-pointer.
Some people would call that a little bit of stat padding. I would just say luck of the draw. Rafalovic does a good job of sticking with it. And again, with Chance Winner out of the defensive possession, just seems like Rafalovic has got a huge size advantage.
Max Elmgren buries the pull-up 3.
Beaverton's hanging tight in this game, tied 21-21, almost halfway through the second. Zone defense here from the Beavers. Judges got to figure out a way to get it to the middle.
Bongan been having a rough night, but takes the layup and misses that one. Rebound Beaverton. And here goes Elmgren, pushing the tempo. Tough layup on Rafalovic, misses that one. And here goes Jesuit. Tyler Curvy looking to slow things down. Kilfoyle finds Rafalovic.
That's a good pass to get Rafalovic in about the 14-foot range. And if Rafalovic doesn't like that shot, he can bounce pass that thing over to Rommel for a layup. kind of turns into a 2-on-1 down there at the rim.
Yeah, Jack, I think that shot's pretty unlucky. I think Rafalovic takes that shot probably 1,000 times a day. Top of the key, mid-range shot. That's his bread and butter. Don't really expect him to miss that one. He'll be back. Elmgren bringing the ball up for Beaverton. Him and Aiden Rice going to play a two-man here. Back cut Elmgren, pretty move into a layup. Max Elmgren, two-pointer.
Kenny, you're right. That was very pretty. That's just team chemistry right there, knowing when the guy's cutting, and a really nice find.
Joe Stimson now, Aiden Rice. Rommel fadeaway three. Misses that one, but rebound Joe Stimson.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit of aggressive shot there from Rommel. You see Bongan on the left wing. Freshman, freshman.
Stimson's going to try to work the ball through Rommel here. Instead, he's going to take a drive on Rice. Great defense, but Stimson, great ball control. Joe Stimson able to bury the layup.
Little bit of an awkward move there from Stimson, but take what you can get.
Aiden Rice going to take a drive on Kirby. Foul called. Is it on the ground or in the air? They're going to say on the ground. Going to have an inbound from under the net here for the Beaverton Beavers.
And this is where Chance Winter's so deadly on the alley-oop. Rommel's got to hedge him. They don't get it to him. They get it to Aiden Rice on the right wing, or on the right elbow, excuse me.
Foul called inside. Looks to be an elbow call on Hudson Rommel. Beaverton working their way towards the bonus. A lot of fouls from Jesuit here early. Max Elmgren to inbound. Finds a Abalo in the corner. Gonna work it through Aiden Rice.
Elmgren back to Rice for three.
Tough three-pointer, just off. Rebound Rafalovic. Bongan gonna spread the floor now. Take a tough drive, unable to handle the rock, but foul called on Beaverton.
Yeah, gotta be a little bit more controlled there on the fast break.
On the freshman Abalo there. Little handsy there. Gonna be an inbound for Jesuit under the net. Rafalovic, corner three, blocked by Winter.
That's impressive there, Kenny. Rafalovic even looks a little bit shocked that he got to that one. But that's a good play by Jesuit. I mean, keep doing that. You're getting open threes.
It's definitely the shot they wanted.
It's also getting Winter out of the paint, which is always a good thing.
Joe Stimson now staying snagged in at the top of the three-point arc. Gonna take a drive on Rice. A lot of contact. Rafalovic now takes a turn. Rommel, three-pointer. Nylon! Hudson Rommel buries the three-pointer, and Jesuit takes the lead by three. The freshman, Abalo now, taking a turn on Joe Stimson. Great defense, kicks it over now to Max Elmgren. Abalo, corner three, off the arc, and here goes Isaac Bongan. Kicks it out, Rommel, corner three.
Yeah, I saw that one coming, Kenny. Bongan, full head of steam, getting downhill. Good job from the Beavers to take the charge there. If Bongan can just kind of maneuver his body a little bit to the side, avoid the contact, and still get it to the corner next time. Great defensive possession there by the Crusaders on the last one. Stimson doing a good job, isolation defending Abalo, and then a good contest in the corner for the three.
About 2.5 minutes here left until halftime. Jesuit leads by three as Aiden Rice kicks it out to Max Campbell. He's going to take a drive on Bongan. Jump ball, calls the referee. That's going to go to Jesuit. Tyler Kirby to bring the ball up for the Crusaders. Bongan, Abalo on him. Kirby swings it, Rafalovic. Winner on his hip. Rafalovic going to take a drive, finds Kirby in the corner. opts for the drive, doesn't have it.
Kirby probably could have shot that ball. It's a good find from Rafalovic as he sees the weak side defense coming over to him.
7 seconds left on this shot clock. Ball in Bongan's hands. Tough midi. Able to bury it. Isaac Bongan takes the lead to 5 for the Crusaders. Gonna try and work it through Winter now. Great defense by Hudson Rommel.
Getting a little bit of chippy after that play, but that's just a basketball play there from Winter.
Smart play there to throw it off for Rommel and regain possession. 1:30 left. Jesuit leads by 5. Bongan getting aggressive, tips the ball, but it's going to stay on Beaverton's side.
Look for Winter coming around the screens for an alley-oop here.
Winter's been quiet this game.
Yeah, great post defense, fronting the post the whole night, trying to keep the ball out of his hands.
Max Elmgren's in the setup at the top of the three-point arc here, feeds it over to Rice. Deep three, Aiden Rice. Off the mark, rebound Bongan. Bongan deep drive, late whistle. That's going to be a charge called on Isaac Bongan. And Jack, we're seeing a lot of charges here from Beaverton. What is that, 3 now?
Yeah, Jesuit just, a pretty aggressive team in transition like I was talking about. I think it's a good thing, but at times, can kind of bite them when they've got a full head of steam, getting, in front of them and for the charge.
Yeah, Jesuit, a really aggressive driving team. With threats like Isaac Bong and Patrick Kilfoyle, they're just putting their head down,
yeah, and
getting to the net.
Beaverton's not a huge team either, so kind of their way of defending on the fast break. They're not going to meet him up top, so taking a charge, it's kind of their last resort. Other than Winter, obviously, he can swat anyone.
Winter now, top of the three-point arc. We don't see him out here often. Elmgren's going to work it through Rice. Back to Elmgren, double team. Rice looks for a shot, throws it up to Winter. Tough catch, but Winter gets the layup.
That's just a good read from Rice, getting to the basket. Only one defender there, and they throw it up to Winter, who's going to grab it over everyone.
Under a minute now, Jesuit Crusaders have the possession. Barone finds Stimson. Stimson out to Rommel. Rommel, tough three, off the mark. Rebound Beaverton.
Another good contest from Rice on the Rommel three.
30 seconds left. Max Elmgren brings the ball up for the Beavers. Looks like they're going to hold for the final shot here. The shot clock is allowing them to do so. Kicks it out to Winter. 10 seconds left here. Feeds it inside. Ball's going to stay with Beaverton. About 10 seconds left here for the Beavers to try and get some points here before halftime.
A lot of miscues from the Beavers trying to get into the post tonight. I think that's just a result of good Jesuit defense.
Throws it up to Winter. In and out. I don't think Rommel knew that one was coming. 4 seconds left. Aiden Rice finds Elmgren. Back to Rice. Rice, tough shot. And banks it in. Aiden Rice makes it a tie game at halftime. We'll be right back.
And here we are back after the half. To begin the second half, we got Brady on the mic.
All right, who am I here with today?
Griffin Nichols.
Elliot Hire.
Ellie, what do you think Coach Potter told the guys at halftime?
You know, I think Coach Potter told us to just go out there, have a lot of heart, a lot of grit, and just outwork this other team. You know?
Griffin, this tied up ball game.
You know, Brady, that's a great question, but quite frankly, it's something I call an old-fashioned butt whooping. So it's going to be happening. Roll chugs.
Thank you.
Thank you for that, Brady. Delightful sideline interview.
As both teams come out now, shooting around a little bit, about a minute left before we kick off this second half.
Yeah, very tight game going into the second half here, 28-28. I think the biggest lead was only 5, Kenny, so Judges doing a good job. Defensively, I really like the way they're guarding Chance Winter.
Yeah, definitely part of their game plan tonight is lock off the beast, right? So Jesuit pushing him outside the three-point arc, getting him outside of the paint really, and on defense, just staying on him at all times, don't give him any space.
Yeah,
Trying to force those just prayer passes, throwing it up there, hoping he catches it. Been a lot of turnovers early for Beaverton because of that.
Yeah, between fronting the post and trapping the guards off of screens, they've done a really good job. Offensively, I think they can do a little bit better job on the fast breaks of just controlling the ball. But I think Rafalovic has been really good tonight, kind of reading the defense, trying to get downhill, and taking Chance Winter out of the game any way he can as a shot blocking threat. And then I think they're running Kilfoyle off ball a lot. I see a big second half here from him, getting explosive and getting hot.
Same starters in for Jesuit, and Beaverton's keeping the same ones as well. Going to be an inbound for Beaverton to open up this second half. Max Campbell to inbound. Gets it to Elmgren behind the half-court line. He's going to bring it up for the Beavers. Gets it over to Campbell. Aiden Rice going to take a turn on Curvy, but he stays on him. And they get it into Winter. Kicks it out to Campbell. Campbell, tough floater. He gets it. Beaverton strikes first in this second half.
A little bit too easy there. Bongan, not a great defensive possession there from him. Giving up a little bit too much room so that Campbell could take the easy lane to the bucket.
Rafalovic going to take a tough three-pointer. Bingo! Nico Rafalovic skips back on the court listening to string music.
Yeah, that's a tough shot over the 6'11" Chance Winter, but
Lot of
Rafalovic
contact.
is fearless. I also think he's pretty hot right now on the night.
Abalo in the corner, sizing up Kilfoyle. Tough layup. He gets it over Kilfoyle.
Kilfoyle's got hard on the defensive end, but ultimately not enough size to prevent the Abalo bucket. Beaverton in their zone.
Kilfoyle, tough corner three. He gets it. Patrick Kilfoyle strikes his first three of the second half.
And that's what you're going to get from Patrick, just relentless confidence.
Aiden Rice, tough layup. He gets it. It's a shootout early here in this third quarter.
Yeah, like I said, Kilfoyle hasn't had a great night, but also hasn't gotten too many touches. I think they've kind of been plotting out his touches a little bit more, as that's going to be a foul on Beaverton. But staying patient in the zone. It's a long shot clock, and Kilfoyle liked his look in the corner. He's a great shooter. He's allowed to take that shot for sure.
Curvy now to inbound off that foul. To Kilfoyle. Back to Curvy now. He's going to charge over Kilfoyle. Deep three, just off. Rebound to Ballo. Tie game here, 34-34, 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Beaverton with possession. Max Elmgren, tough three. Rebound Winner, that's an easy putback for him.
Good job getting it up in the grill by Kilfoyle, but so sure I don't think Jesuit was expecting that rebound. It's a really bad turnover there. Campbell on the break.
Campbell one-on-one, can't get it. Kilfoyle looking for revenge now. Rafalovic charge on Winner, finds the open man, Curvy, and Jack, that is just good basketball.
Yeah, Rafalovic had Bongan in the quarter, but instead opted for the higher percentage play, kicks it to Curvy for the easy lay-in.
I know Coach Potter's happy about that play.
Agreed.
Abalo over to Rice.
Rice has got the bigger Rafalovic on him. Good D here. Rommel goes over to help, and a good kick to Chance Winner. Rommel's got to stay low here.
Winner in the paint, this is dangerous. He decides to kick it out.
Great job there from Hudson. They
Campbell
looked to him
now.
again.
Winner out to Abalo, he's passing it quick now. Abalo gets through traffic and tough floater, but he gets it. Beaverton retakes their lead of 2. Kilfoyle now looking for an open shot. Nico takes the 3, bang!
And if they're going to go under on that screen, Kenny, Rafalovic has got that all day. He's got the green light to shoot that shot. But again, kind of off these higher momentum buckets, not getting back in transition, they throw the ball up to Winner for an easy lay-in.
It's too easy for Winner.
They run a high trap at Kilfoyle. He's got to get rid of it earlier. He does. He gets to Rafalovic. He's got Kirby at the top of the key for 3.
Kicks it to Bongan in the corner for 3. Bounces off and hits the top of the backboard. Called out of bounds.
Good job staying patient there. Jesuit has to get back.
Aiden Rice, deep 3. Rebound Bongan. Kilfoyle now looking at Rommel. Rommel takes a 3 in the eyes of Elmgren and misses. Rebound Winner. Aiden Rice going to take a drive on Rafalovic. Kicks it out to Elmgren.
Abalo on the left wing, guarded by Kilfoyle. They run Winner off of the down screen and it ends up in the hands of Rice. Elmgren over the top, Rice down the middle. Great swat there for Rafalovic.
Aggressive, showing he's the bigger guy.
Yeah, I really like the way Rafalovic has played the game tonight. You know, being a threat on the offensive end and also defensively kind of having a presence. He's kind of matched. Feels like he's matched Winner's height.
Yeah, he's also making a lot of smart decisions, passing, and just very high basketball IQ tonight for Rafalovic.
They sub in Trainer Cleland as well, another just strong kid who can front the post on Winner.
Deep 3 for Rice, he buries it. And timeout to Jesuit. Beaverton takes their lead of 4 into this timeout.
Yeah, that's a tough shot, Kenny. You have to live with that. That's a deep 3 contested. But Aiden Rice, as we've seen tonight, kind of just a spark plug. He's just, you know, sees a few go in. He's not afraid to take the shot as well. Kenny, talk about just a great performance from the Jesuit student section here tonight. You know, tons, whole thing's filled up.
Looks to be some interactions with the Beaverton student section, some playful banter here. Both the teams, this is a close game, which means the student section's going to be on their feet for the most of the rest of the game.
Yeah. Love the antics here in Night Gym. Always good, especially in a game like tonight where, you know, it just means a lot to these teams for the Metro League title. You know, men's basketball's won it the last couple years. 4 out of the last 5 years. They don't want to give that up to Beaverton.
Yeah, and Jack, as you said at the beginning of the broadcast, Beaverton did beat the Crusaders earlier this year by about 9, I think, correct?
Correct.
So looking for a little bit of revenge tonight. This game's a little bit more than basketball. It's a game of pride now for the Crusaders. As Kilfoyle brings the ball up, kicks it over to Rafalovic. Winner out on him. Kilfoyle swings it over to Stimson. Cleland now top, gives it to Rafalovic. Cleland in the corner, opts out, gets it to the other corner to Kilfoyle. Joe Stimson now gonna have to take a shot. Floater over the tall Winner, and Jack, that's an impressive floater.
Yeah, that's just Stimson. You know, he hasn't gotten the ball much tonight, but ready when his chance is called, his number's called. And a nice swing there from Kilfoyle to get it to him. Good pump fake and gets downhill.
Aiden Rice, another deep 3 and 1 called. Joe Stimson lands in his landing path, and refs are going to call that an and 1.
Man, and Kenny Rice is just heating up quickly.
He's pulling these shots from another country, Jack. Not just from behind the three-point line, but a lot far behind it.
Yeah, I mean, even if you missed that, that was going to be 3 free throws, so really just not a good foul. You never want to foul on a three-point shot. That's one of the worst things you can do in the game.
As he capitalizes on that 4-point play, Beaverton takes the 6-point lead. Jesuit's going to need an answer here.
Nice job there from Jesuit to break the press easily. They've got Kilfoyle.
Kilfoyle's going to take a 3 now. Rims out, rebound Campbell. And here goes Beaverton. Ball is in the hot hand of Aiden Rice. Stimson's guarding him tight.
Pick and roll here. Rice is getting to the right side. He's only got one defender over there.
Tough pass to Campbell. He's able to get it. Kick out to Elmgren. Elmgren, tough jump step jumper, and he buries it.
Really just incredible shot making here from Rice and Elmgren. Judge just got to stay patient, stay calm, stay poised, down 8.
Kilfoyle, a little bit of separation. They're bringing the double. Rafalovic now off the pick. They're going to call a double dribble on Nico Rafalovic.
I mean, a lot of these shots, like that one there from Elmgren, 2 people double contested the shot. You know, these Beaverton's just gotten really hot. They've got some great performance from the guards tonight.
Elmgren now to bring the ball up. Kicks it over to Rice. Rice going to take a drive this time. Tough floater. He buries it. Beaverton now on a run. This is a 10-0 run for Beaverton.
Beaverton coach calling out 5. That means they're in the zone again.
Looks to be working on the Crusaders. Having trouble finding a 3-point shot. Rafalovic thinking about a 3. He takes it with Winter in his eyes. Doesn't get it. Rebound Beaverton. Up to Winter now. Tough hook shot by Winter, and he buries it.
That's dirty.
12-point lead now for the Beavers, and timeout awarded to the Crusaders. The Beaverton fans are on their feet. Great run there from Beaverton. We'll be right back. And welcome back. A minute left here in this third quarter. Jesuit now to inbound. Curvy now to bring the ball up. The Crusaders need something here. Rommel going to take a 3. Doesn't go. Rebound to Elmgren.
Jesuit's been heavily relying on the 3-point shot in the last couple minutes. Beaverton's doing a really good job defensively in the zone, and it's a make or miss game. Jesuit's got a lot of tough shots, and they've been missing. Rafalovic with a good steal, though, on Elmgren. He finds Bongan in transition.
This might be the light Jesuit needs, and one to Bongan. The hoop and the harm. Isaac Bongan with a chance at 3.
Yeah, really good kind of stutter step there from Bongan into the Euro step. I think that's where Bongan's his best, when he's got one defender at the rim. Goes to meet him at the rim. He's just way more athletic than basically anyone else.
And out comes Chance Winter.
Some really solid minutes there from Winter. In comes Aiden Galletley.
With a made free throw here, lead is cut to just 9 for the Beavers. Bongan misses it. Rebound Beaverton, 30 seconds left in this third quarter. Aiden Rice, he's had some deep threes tonight. We'll see if he pulls another one.
Almgren and Rice about 40 feet away from the basket. Kirby's checking them.
It's probably smart with some of those deep threes we've seen. Gonna take the final shot here, 10 seconds. Now the ball in Elmgren's hands. Aiden Rice comes off a pick, step back three, tough shot. Rebound Campbell, final shot at the buzzer, and Campbell takes the lead back up to 12 for the Beavers.
Man, this is just incredible. Incredible scoring here from the Beavers. Jesuit not doing a bad job defensively, just crazy high field goal percentage.
The score sits at 55-43. Beaverton leads.
We're going to have a sideline reporter coming in about 20 seconds here from Brady.
And now we're going to kick it over to our sideline reporter, Brady. Brady, what do you got?
All right, who am I here with tonight?
Graham Alley.
Callum Foley. Grant, what does Jesuit need to do to get back into this game tonight?
Shots and move the ball around.
You've been having a good time tonight. I've been having a phenomenal time tonight. It's a great atmosphere. You know, just glad to be here. Love it. Thank you.
Thank you, Brady.
Coming out of the huddle here, entering the fourth quarter. Beaverton holding on to their big lead by 12. Chance Winter back in. Starters in for Jesuit. Inbound coming now for the Crusaders. Ball in Kirby's hands. Rafalovic looking for Kirby, decides to take a drive of his own. Tough floater, Rafalovic gets it.
Yeah, Jesuit needs every bucket they can, and they need stops quickly.
I'm going to bring the ball up for the Beavers. Rice going to take a drive on Kirby. Doesn't have it, kicks it out to Elmgren. Now Elmgren takes a turn, out to Abalo. He's going to take a drive. Tough layup, he gets it. Lead back up to 12 for the Beavers. Rafalovic, nice move into a layup. A little bit of contact, but no call. Rebound Beavers.
That's really good from Abalo there, just meeting much taller Rafalovic up by the rim. Rafalovic absolutely froze the defense at the perimeter.
Elmgren now holding on to the ball. Beaverton looking to slow things down with their big lead.
They had Winter on the roll, but they swing it to Aiden Rice for three.
Aiden Rice misses his three-pointer, but rebound Campbell. Tough rebound and a late foul called on Isaac Bongan. 2 shots coming for Max Campbell.
Yeah, man, it just seems like everything in about the last 6 minutes, Kenny, has gone Beaverton's way between offensive rebounds, grenades at the last second of the shot clock. It's the way it rolls sometimes.
Yeah, Jack, if Jesuit wants to get back in this game, they're going to have to start going right after these free throws because most likely going to be a 14-point game after these two. It's just under 7 minutes left. Jesuit's going to need to start hauling.
Campbell with the first on the way. In and out.
Misses both. Here comes Bongan. Kicks it to the point guard, Kirby.
Let's see if Jesuit can get a better shot here.
Kirby's got some space. Elmgren backing up a little bit. But Kilfoyle's going to take a tough layup. He can't get it. Rebound Beaverton.
Coach Potter likes that drive there from Kilfoyle. That's a fairly simple layup.
Beaverton trying to get the pick game involved. Elmgren trying to look for the off pick, but does not have it. Rice now going to take a drive on Kirby. Big contact, but they're going to say play on. Timeout awarded to Beaverton.
Yeah, I don't think the coach liked what he saw there. wants to kind of reroute that possession.
Coming out of the timeout now, Beaverton possession. 6 minutes left in this fourth quarter, holding on to that 12-point lead.
Campbell to inbound here.
Little off-ball movement here from Aiden Rice. Tough layup. He doesn't get it. Rebound, Crusaders.
That's a nice play drawn up from the Beaverton coach. Getting Rice off the screen, going down the hill.
Rafalovic, tough layup, and that's in. Nico Rafalovic starts the run for the Crusaders. Gonna need some defensive stops now.
Eldridge. Or to Abalo. Swings it to Rice.
Aiden Rice looking inside now to Winter. Back to Rice in the corner. Nice little hesitation. Jumper misses. Little miscommunication on the rebound there from the Crusaders. It's going to stay Beaverton's ball.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate there from Bogdan and Kilfoyle both going after the ball. Kind of bounces off of them out of bounds.
Inbound now for Beaverton. Abalo in the corner. Tough pass. Aiden Rice able to save it. Kicks it to Winter. Elmgren now going to take a drive. Tough pull-up jumper. That's off. Rebound Kilfoyle.
We got a chance to cut it to single digits here. Rom on the right wing over to Kilfoyle. Kilfoyle driving, kicking to the
Bongan deep three. Just off, but great rebound by Rommel. Kilfoyle, tough corner arc three. Hits it. Patrick Kilfoyle, nice little two there. And now just an 8-point lead for the Beavers.
Yeah, nice there from Kilfoyle rising up. He kind of hangs in the air a little bit. Makes that shot a little higher percentage.
Jesuit playing great defense right now. Blocking off Winter and Elmgren. Aiden Rice, top of the three-point arc. Calls a carry on Aiden Rice. And it's going to go to Jesuit. Over to Rafalovic. Rafalovic finds Kilfoyle at the top of the three-point arc. They like Kilfoyle's matchup, but they kick to Kirby. Kirby, corner three.
He
buries it. Tyler Kirby, now just a 5-point lead for the Crusaders.
Jesuit only down 5 here. Eldridge over to Abalo. Off the screen, Abalo midi. That's good.
He hits that.
Abalo's been a silencer here tonight. Kenny has hit a lot of big shots. Scored a pretty quiet 10 points.
Kirby now finds Rafalovic. He's going to take a tough drive. Corner three, Bongan. Bingo, bango, Bongan! Isaac Bongan takes the lead to just 4 for the Beavers. Jack, here's the run we were talking about. Great defense from the Crusaders, and they're able to capitalize on offense. We'll see if they can keep this hot streak going. Aiden Rice, tough layup. He gets the and one called. Now a chance for a three-point play from the Beavers.
Yeah, Rice has just been great tonight. I mean, Beaverton with the back-to-back huge buckets, silencing those Jesuit threes. Trying to silence this Jesuit crowd. I don't think they can, though. Jesuit's too loud. But yeah, Rafalovic on a good drive. Reads a double team, knows he has Bongan in the corner off of the help.
Misses the free throw. That could be big. 6-point lead now for the Beavers. Ball is in Kilfoyle's hands. Now over to Rafalovic. Rafalovic's going to take a turn on Winter. A pushing foul there on Winter.
Yeah, and that's just Rafalovic putting a lot of pressure on Winter. Winter being so big, he actually does a pretty good job of moving his feet.
This is where Jesuit likes it, under the hoop. They've got some great plays for this situation. Bongan swings it over to Rafalovic. Now Kilfoyle in the corner. Little hesitation. but taken away by Aiden Rice, and here comes Rice. Kicks it over to Campbell. They're looking to slow things down now. Just 3 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Ball is in Abalo's hands. Now into Winter. A little bit of a mismatch here. Rafalovic on him. Tough layup, and Winter gets it. 8-point lead for the Beavers. Just under 3 minutes left in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's a really nice move there from Winter.
Kilfoyle finds Kirby in the corner. Bongan three-pointer. Just off. Rebound Beavers.
I mean, that's early in the shot clock. Contested three. I don't know how happy Potter will be about that. Judges got to make sure they get good looks here down the stretch. And probably multiple stops. Bongan staying close to Winter. He's got to double him, he does.
Tough shot by Winter, unable to get it. Rebound Crusaders.
They got numbers in transition. They got to go. He likes to bring it back out.
Bongan takes a drive on the freshman Abalo. Foul called. 2 shots coming Bongan's way. But just 2 minutes left here, Jack. Jesuits going to need a couple great defensive stops here after these free throws.
Yeah, I mean, as we saw earlier, quick 6 points off of 2 threes in about 30 seconds. Jesuits got some deadly shooters, but so does Beaverton. Keeping the ball out of Aiden Rice's hands. He's probably the most composed player for the Beavers in this situation. And honestly, the freshman Abalo, he's been very poised tonight.
Bongan misses the second free throw, but Rafalovic fights back. Barely out of bounds. Ball's going to go to Beaverton. Elmgren waves off the help. He's going to take this one-on-one up the court with Rafalovic. Just under 2 minutes now. Jesuit down by 7. Finds Elmgren. Kicks it over to Abalo. Beaverton taking their time now. Would not be surprised if they use this whole shot clock. Elmgren, tough drive, lefty layup. He gets it.
That's about the perfect possession there for the Beavers. Takes about 20 seconds off the clock with the bucket. Judges got to go really quick now.
Gonna need a handful of threes here from the Crusaders. Great defense by Aiden Rice. It's tipped. Pull up three, Kilfoyle. That's off. Rebound Beavers. As a foul is called, Chance Winter will go to the line. Excuse me. It'll be a pass in for the Beavers. Jesuit bringing the full court press.
Trap.
Beaverton able to break it. They have numbers.
Yeah, 3-on-2, but good job. Smart decision there from Winter. Kicks it back out. They're going to run some clock off. Jesuit's got a trap here or something. They can't let him run 20 seconds off of it.
Aiden Rice going to take a hard-nosed drive, and it's out of bounds going Jesuit's way. See, Jack, if you want to breathe in this game, you got to hit a shot here. Minute left, down 9. Hands it to Kirby. Kirby finds Bongan.
Got it.
Bongan looking for Kilfoyle. Pull up three. That's off. Rebound Beaverton.
They got to press and trap. That's basically their last chance now.
And the Beaverton fans are on their feet as the foul is called on Patrick Kilfoyle. Going to be an inbound for the Beavers.
They're just going to fight till the end here. They've been doing it all year. Winter's got a Abalo down low. That's off. Oh man, and Beaverton comes up with the pressing again. They're probably they can walk it out unless Judge elects to foul or trap or do nothing.
Beaverton's just going to waste this time, hopefully, but foul called. Going to go to the bonus. 1-1. Yeah, Kenny, tough
tough loss here tonight, but you know, I think that stretch in the third quarter where Beaverton just went inhumane for a couple minutes there with the shot making and, you know, the threes. It's a big win for Beaverton. They've got us twice now in the year. And they're going to sub in their senior. It's a good move there. Classy move from the Beaverton coach.
As Jesuits going to hopefully just run this clock out. 13 seconds left. And a foul is called. Going to be on the ground.
Yeah, Beaverton should be pretty proud of this win tonight. I mean, that was a high-level played game from both offenses. I thought Jesuit played a decent game.
As a rebound by the Crusaders, but Rommel last second three, that's off. As the clock winds out, Beaverton wins the game 67-56. I've been your host, Kenny Dice.
Jack Arrington.
And we will see you next week for the next JCTV basketball game.
Pleasure to be here with you tonight, Kenny.